Yes, yes. You get this. You get this, girl. Yes, you do. Rakasan. Wow. And get it. Stomp, stomp. Chomp, chomp, stomp, stomp. Hey, perfect timing. Nobody's here. You know, there's always those last minute things, you know? That you think about, you're like, oh shit, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. No, now is the time. Commit. Yes. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Ghetto, what's up? What's up, what's up? Mr. Ghetto, welcome, welcome. As the thumbnail suggests, check this thing out. Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? What up, brother? Simple. Yeah, I mean, I could use this. What do you think? Get medieval on that. Well, actually, this is more cavemanish. Yeah, this was a gift. Joe Morgan. This was a gift from Shipwreck. Greetings from the southern. Damn, I can't do that. That's a good one. Southern. Trying to trill that R in southern. I'm your huckleberry. Yes, I'm your huckleberry. Mad Shad, greetings from the southern coast. What up, brother? What's up, what's up? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got more stuff, too. Got him! I got more. This all came from Carol Ann Henderson. It is a big, huge box of stuff. I mean, just amazing stuff. Knives. There's some books involved. You know, it's cool stuff. But yeah, I'm going to show you a few things. You know, little knives. This is all yours. All this stuff is yours, not mine. I might keep some books. The books are pretty cool and some other things. Let's see what we got here. Rob Rhett. Hoorah! Semper Fi. Yut yut. Dave Rogan, American Operator. What? What's this? Ian Fleming's You Only Live Twice. James Bond. Drawing dragons and samurais. Kentucky Survival. Hey, what's up? Oh, and this just broke. This cool thing. This is an old, you guys, old holster. Probably a, I don't know. Guesstimate here. Let's see. I don't have my glasses on me. It looks really old. It is really old. I need to do some leather conditioning on it. But yeah, Farmer's Son. Hey, welcome. But it fits like a revolver, kind of like a Weatherby, or a large 22. Even a smaller snub nose can go in there. I got some new 125 grain Moondots alone and 300 blackouts a day. They're supposed to beat the AK ballistics by a little bit. Yes, they will. The 300 blackout is badass. And yes, excellent that we're talking about that, because that's where I'm kind of going with this whole conversation. Because, I mean, it's a hot topic, but we're going to dance as we always dance around the subject matter. Check this out. Yeah, this cool thing. This is what she said is a old billy club from the tobacco era. I don't know where, but it's, oh, man, I love this old stuff. This thing, wow, woo, man, you could go to town with this thing. I mean, just good night, good night, good night, good night, Irene. I mean, it's got some weight to it. I mean, it's nice, very nice. I love it. I just want to keep that. Cool little knives. You know, if you're into little mini bowers, a thumper, yeah, a thumper. Yeah, I don't know if it was used for thrashing tobacco or thrashing tobacco thieves. I don't know. That's a good one. Yeah, some of these things just don't lock up. Cool knives. Oh yeah, I found this one very interesting. Obviously, this is from Tac Force Speedster model. Wow, check that out. Boom. You know, it's a cute knife. I don't know what the metal thing's for, but oh, I see. It's got a false edge, back false edge, sharp edge, but of course the keyhole thing is kind of an issue. Linear lock, who knows? Really cool. You see these all over the place. Great stuff. Great stuff indeed. We all have these things. All of us have these things. Well, we should have. You know, you go out especially if you go to flea markets and swap meets and man, I love me some garage sales. I will garage and thrift stores and garage stores. This I found interesting. Obviously, it's got some nice little things here. Boom, cool blade, man. Yeah. But I mean, it's cheap as fuck. Yes. It's got a linear lock. A little bit needs some help assisting to open, but I mean, any kind of cutting, stabbing, you'd have to be careful with. It is a linear lock, so I would keep your stabbing to kind of like this, angle 8, angle 9. I wouldn't go this way with it. It's probably going to open up in your hand. So, I mean, always remember that when you buy these things, there is a safety precaution that you must take, but you can still use this. It's got a nice little thumb hold. What I found disturbing, though, is I always like a cho, a little cho. And, well, that's blade, not a cho, but it makes me want to do that. Don't let that milker, yeah, exactly. It's got a little cutter, I guess. Linear lock, but hey, it's all your stuff. I'm just hanging on to it. I don't know if I want to do, I'll ask you guys, do we want to do like a gifts and prizes kind of thing with this? Here's a little pen knife. I'm not going to take it out, but yeah. These are always neat. I prefer fixed blades. Yes, indeed. Me as well. But yeah, there you go. Little thing. Oh, these are fun. These little stilettos. Oh, this is Tanto style. Here, kind of, but it's a fixed-ish rat tang. I'm probably saying. Do you still have the hats? Yes, I do. Over here, as I stab towards it. But I would more likely use this for, a cutting. You could stab because I mean it's got the Tanto. The Tanto is always good for stabbing and chopping, whatever. Cool little, These things are great. You can do anything with these little holsters. Great stuff. Here we go. Tractor collection. It actually looks kind of old, but check that out. I mean, we've all seen these things. These are great. The Marine hat. Yes, of course. The Marine hat. Tractor farmer stuff. I like the artwork though. The artwork is pretty cool. If you're into artwork, some of these guys actually do put out a decent amount of artwork, so utility, sure, why not? It's a knife. Knives are great. By the way, more people are killed with knives than they are with pew handguns, I think, but I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000 a year. But yeah, I mean that's cool. What do we have here? Oh, I like the 10. I'm thinking about keeping the 10, but it's a dad knife, and this knife actually is really good. Oh, no, cut me. And it's got a safety thing. Wow. It says dad on it. It's a Winchester. Oh, okay. But it feels really good in the hand. Solid design. There's no, you guys know these things. There's no give in it whatsoever when I feel it. And it's got a nice lock blade. I always like a good lock blade. Pretty hefty. Needs some oil. Got a little lanyard there. This thing, man, I had one of these. Boy Scouts. This is my shit right here. Does it say made in USA? I don't know. I don't have my readers on. It says Winchester. Who knows? Maybe they outsource. Jeep's here. It's nice. It's like one you're gonna see me off forever. I don't know, like it's got a nice secure thing. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's airproof, but close. Oh, I found this pretty cool. Stupid phone changed forward to the other. These are flies. Y'all know anything about fly fishing? Check that out, man. It's just a whole bunch of assorted like flies. These are badass. I'm keeping these. All Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll give them away because I do have some flies. I like the natural color of them. You know, that's what I go for. Okay, y'all have seen that one. Oh, this was pretty cool. Check it out. Oh, now that's cool. It's a lighter. Fire comes out. No, it probably comes out right here. Never Winchester knives. Or maybe that's why I ask. Oh, I see. Thank you very much, Deathclaw. Hey, I don't know these things. I haven't had them in years. But yeah, it's a little lighter. It's tarnished. It's got some wear and tear to it. You know, you probably... Dakota, hey, you're very, very blurry. Oh, but man, a little Derringer, right? A little Derringer. Hey, it only shoots once. So the stone flies are the best around here. Really? Okay, so probably the same thing here on Lake Erie. And genuine leather made in Pakistan. Probably on an old school police officer, a Barlow. Guys, I remember about the Barlow. I love my case. My case, double X mini trapper. I love that thing. Once again, back in the Boy Scout days, you know, I kept a case double trapper with me in the Marine Corps, running all over the world. I love the damn thing. And I still have it to this day, but it's packed away. So yeah, I'm taking that shit to shift. Oh, we got us a Dale Earnhardt knife. Woo! Let us review the knife. All right, got to open it that way. Yeah, number 43. Oh, now that is pretty cool. I like the design of it. There's no lock whatsoever on it. Like it just comes in, it folds. Case is a good knife. I have several. Yep. So yeah, this knife obviously is purely for like, you know, display and stuff, but you can use it, right? It does want to, you know, close back on me, but if I'm going in this direction, it's not going to close. There might be some turning. I can't stab with this. There's no way I'm stabbing with this. So stabbing is one of the most dangerous things, the most lethal things you can do with a knife is stab, stab, stab. Make holes, get stabby, stabby. You know, think shank, you know, prison shank. So obviously I can't do that with this knife, but I can cut. I can cut and slash. Random JL. So there you go, Dale Earnhardt. I like the case. Check out the case. Yeah, it's almost a leather. Dad's favorite case is the yellow-handled Stockman. Vacuum paper. What is this? Cool. A challenge coin. Check it out. I got a challenge coin. That's pretty cool. U.S. Army. Okay. United States Army, United States of America. It's got the seal on this side, and you see it's all glossy and embossed, and that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, for you army doggies out there. I know, right? That was a devil dog. Well, it came with a little case, you know. You guys have a challenge coin. Challenge coins are good to have. Let's just say that. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, check this out. The Voodoo Kit. Wow. It comes with a voodoo doll. Instructions. It's, you know, when was this sold? The Voodoo Handbook. 1997. 1997. This thing is almost ancient. Oh, these are fun. It looks authentic. LOL. I need the voodoo. Y'all know what this is, right? Yeah. This is a game of torture. Supposed to take all this stuff apart, right? Or get the rings off. Yeah. Yeah, right, Joe? This right here is a curse because I will spend freaking every waking hour trying to figure this out. Don't play with black magic, might open something you can't close. Kentucky Survival, it sounds like they've already done that. The gates of hell are agape, and all the demons are coming. I mean, they're being summoned. Klaus summoned them. Oh, cool. This is the instructions. Oh no, it's the tavern puzzle. Oh, okay. So there's a different kind of tavern puzzles. And apparently I have the worst of the tavern puzzles. This one, I guess. That's what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. Whatever. That ought to be fun. So, oh yes. More knives. More knives. Caravan! Oh, shit. That might have cut me. Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's a plastic. Okay, great. I like the sheath. Sheath's pretty cool. These are neat. Man, these are brutal, actually. And it's a little gutter with the fingers. So you can use this. It's got a nice thumb reference. It does say made in stainless steel China. It's the steel is not that strong, but it is useful. It will keep an edge for approximately constant use about a month, if not less. But it's not made for durability. It's made for extreme sharpness. And I like the holes. For me, I could only get like one finger in the hole, which is really good. If you want to have weapons retention. That's right. Stick finger in there. Boom. Yeah. They could do some fancy Krav Maga shit and go, "Oh, I got you in a finger hold. Ah, motherfucker! I'm stabbing you in the face. Yeah, and then I'm gonna unzip you." But yeah, these things are always fun. Well made. Nice little chill. You could skin a deer or you could skin an animal. Definitely. These are fun with fish. We used to go to the store. We called him. What the hell did we call him? He was the weapons dealer. He had a weapons bazaar in the flea market, and that's where the sword came from. But he could get you anything you want, and he had literally all the knives, all the swords, everything iconic to useful to whatever you wanted. And of course, he did special orders on swords. So here's another little blade. It's actually a lock blade. I like that. I love lock blades. It's kind of a very lightweight. The scales they bend in your hand, but it does have a nice utilitarian kind of. This is like a assisted cut. This would be great. You could stab with this. You could get stabby. It's got a nice grip to it. Lanyard. I mean, these things are great. Throw them in your backpack. Boom. You're good to go. Throw them in your bug out bag, and you are ready. Let's see. I'm going to hold that for last because I just might fuck up here. Let's see. I like the box here. The box is a puzzle. Yeah, here we go. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I know that's not the best Kennedy, but John F. Kennedy knife.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Go park the car in the yard.
Cool, right? Hey, Bass and Bass. Just stop by, say hi, Shad, much love. Hey, thank you, brother. Good seeing you, man. Yeah, it's actually a really good. It's a locking blade. I like it already. Usefulness, utilitarian. Yeah, I think so. It is stainless China, but it's a very sharp and pointy blade. It's good for stabby, good for cutting, any kind of cutting that you want to do if you had to. But the scales are probably going to fall off. The decorative stuff is probably going to fall off. I wouldn't baton with it, but hey, you had this in you just happen to have this somewhere. It would be that's all you had. And you could really do some shit. You can make it work. Box is pretty cool. It's like a puzzle in itself. There you go. Let's see here. Here we go. World War II, 1941, 1945. Guess what that is? Well, that's everybody knows that. That's the iconic flag raising of Iwo Jima. Okay, so the Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps. Anyway, which was a reenactment. The picture, which is iconic, was a reenactment. The actual battle was not Was not photographed. Well, it was, but under fire. So it's kind of like the when I make a video walking through the woods, that's kind of what it looks like. It's up in the air. It's weird angles. Not the best cinematography because everybody's fighting for their lives and they're killing with guns. Some are automatic. Some are automatic getting shot at them. A lot of guns were used and a lot of bombs. So yeah, that iconic. It does. The Iwo Jima. Iwo Jima. Look it up. I actually been there. Went on a tour there. It cost me $40. I was on the ship. We were on the ship. You could go tours and shit. If you were still on the boat, just kind of meandering along the coastline, you could schedule. It'd be a whiteboard like this, and boom, there'd be a tour. Iwo Jima, $40, 8 p.m. Oh fuck. Okay, let's go. I'm off that time anyway. Be charming, meat puppet. Random jail. Everybody's here. Welcome all to Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations. You survived the week. The weekend is now yours. Anyway, it's a good knife. The Army knife. It is a linear lock blade. Back locking blade. So it has very good. You could stab with it. You could cut with it. That is the World War II knife. I like the 10. Once again, 10s are awesome. Keep those 10s. This one of my favorites. As a kid, growing up, trying to be a fucking ninja, that's all I did was just play with these things, and I mean, just all the necessary things you need. Mad Chad, what up, Magic? That's not a knife. It's a knife. That's right. That is classic. And he had the classic. He had the oversized Bowie. The oversized Bowie, which was popular in the 1800s and as a trench knife. So yeah, butterfly knives. This one is called the Master. My brother can do some badass shit with one of those. Yeah. I just know a few things. Obviously you play with it. Doing all kinds of crazy shit. It's a good little the original fidget spinner. Really. If I did that shit, I'd poke my eye out. Yeah, this is one of the original fidget spinners, and you just toss it around. You try to figure it all out and how to manipulate this thing without fucking cutting yourself. So this is the death drop. You grab it by this thing right here and just go boop. There you go. Lock it in place. And then, of course, you have the blade facing to you, which you can grab with, control and grab if you want to get into some. You can stab with this and you can cut with this, slash with this. So but the handle is 2-piece. And so it's not very comfortable in the hands. It's really not. So if you're really going to get after something, and plus you got these metal spikes right here that really dig into your thumbs, into your fingers. And the blade is right fucking there. So it's good to, if you're going to do anything like that and the blade is right there, you got to have a grip like this. I kind of pawn it a little bit so I don't over grip. But that's just the way I do. I like to, that's what I learned from Kung Fu, is always get that pinky behind there. So you can, stab and stab. But with that thumb method, you're going to be pretty safe when you're working. But it's just when it makes that impact, it's going to not be comfortable. So, just keep that in mind, so there you go. And of course, closing. Ow, it does pinch a little bit. Southern Boy Prepper, welcome. This is yours as well. I've had a million of these and broke them all. So yeah, there's some stuff here for you guys. This is pretty cool. Forgot about this. These are knives. And it's got a cool little case. Cool little display case. So these knives, pretty cool. It's cast something. Cast resin. I would assume just resin. Yeah, right. There you go. But if you're into artwork, pretty cool artwork. And it does have a very interesting pattern. And there's 3 of them. That's a deer. Mm. Yeah, Flint look-alike. Yeah, over the fireplace, hanging out. Just throw it on your table. In your living room, in your smoking room. Conversation piece. Something to look at. When you're walking around, you got your scotch or your whatever you're drinking, and you're just got a cigar and you're hanging out. Oh, that's cool. What is that thing? Yeah, that's pretty neat. Just shit to look at. But I tell you what, utilitarian. I'm going with utilitarian here. Yeah, you can use this. Oh yeah, baby. But I'm going to review it anyway for utilitarian. These things are very sharp, which makes it kind of unwieldy. So I cannot use it like that. It's going to stab into my fingers and chop them up. The handle does have some good grip, and it's got that interesting palming shape, and there is a concave to it. So I can grab it, like this, with a good, hand kind of thing. Once again, put my pinky back here. I guess that's why they taught that in Kung Fu, is when you palm it, you get that pinky back here. You're going to be safe. You're going to be safe. I would watch using my thumb, but you can definitely stabby with this. I can stab it. This is a shank. This would be great. This would work. This would work. Very much so. And you get 3 of them. So if one breaks, you got 2 more chances. So there you go. Pretty neat. Thank you very much, Carol Ann Henderson, for all this stuff. Everybody's going to dig. But I am keeping a few things, but a lot of this stuff you guys are going to get. Oh, I got 2 of these. Yeah, there's 2 of these. 2 of these finger grip gut hooks, which are fucking badass. I mean, yeah, they would work. They would work. So thank you very much, Carol Ann Henderson. Guys, awesome. And of course, she sent me a nice little letter, which I don't know if I'm going to read any of this. I tried to keep all the doxing stuff away. Here we go. Liberty. So there you go. Not opening that. So Carol Ann Henderson, if I may, kind of, tell everybody about you, if that's okay. It's kind of a plug too, if you want to go with that. Only with your permission, Carol Ann Henderson. But go to her channel. She's amazing. If you really want to, I illustrated that, Shad, read the back. Yes. Okay, cool. So here we go. Words from Carol Ann Henderson. This is on a really cool card. Really cool. I'm assuming that's your artwork too. That's really cool. Carol Ann Van Gogh, I would almost say. But all right, so here's her words. Wishing you happiness, true love, and many riches, inspired by thoughts, intentions, and actions of unequivocal goodness. Be courageous, be brave, be proud, believe. The infinite arms of goodness are so wide they can take whoever comes to them. There you go. She is a artist, author, and publisher. Proceed with love. That's her thing. But she does have I guess it is. Carol Ann, is this your business? Sean, can I tell them the name of your business? Chinook. There you go. Brilliant Minds. Brilliant Minds Press. Brilliant Minds Press. Brilliantmindspress.com. So, and I'm pretty sure you've got some contact information on there, so I don't have to, kind of dancing around here. Miss Ghetto, hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to Lackluster Fridays in Charity. No. She's had so many treats already. So yeah, oh yeah, this I found on my walk in the grass. Pretty cool. I don't know what it is. Is it obsidian? It's very light. I think it's shale. It's very shiny. Coal. It's not flaking off or anything. I've washed it. I've scrubbed it. There's no residuals coming from it. I mean, I could flint nap this into something, but I could tell it's gonna be very brittle. They do have a lot of shale here. Looks like a rock to me. Yeah. Well, I'm not a rock hound, so all you rock hounds out there, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be like, oh, I know what that is. Yeah. Anyway, obsidian is a healing stone, and of course, I mean, not to get dark, but it's also a killing stone as well. Never know what you might find hiking. Yeah, slate could be. I don't know. Cool rocks. I like cool rocks. I remember as a kid in Boy Scouts and all that. I did flint napping, and that was pretty cool. And I learned it. And from time to time, I'll find myself kind of, it could be a fossilized alien tooth. Oh, ooh. Well, that's a huge motherfucking alien tooth. Wow. That motherfucker. Can you imagine? That clomping down on you. And probably a whole bunch of other ones in a jaw or whatever. Majad, how do you want to do this? Shad Bay? Or do you want to do contest or silent auction or other ideas? Those are all great ideas, Joe Morgan. So please feel free to let me know. But what's also good is that I'm holding his tooth, which means that someone or something killed him. So aliens, yeah. If you come to this world, just proceed with caution. We will kill you and probably eat you. Who knows? Did a bit of flint napping last year. Not easy. It's cool. It is cool. And yeah, I always tried to power it down, and that's not the way to do it. It's you got to figure out just where to hit it, right angle, and then just kind of like that's how I was taught. It's like take your thumb and go across your knuckles here. You'll hear it. That's kind of what you want to do, and that's how you're going to do it when you're flint napping or whatever. Making rocks into blades and knives, and I mean you can also get crazy with it. Make jewelry. Once you start getting into it's an art form. Sonia, welcome. You can literally, you've seen them. We've all seen them in the museums and shit. People just sit there and just ding ding ding. If you use a bone with some leather, hold the leather in your hand, get you a leather pad, and just boom, and then just hit it. You can you're carving into rock when you're using bones and stuff. And you can wear it down too. I've seen some of that. They'll wear a hole if it's like, pestle and mortar. That's how that's made. So you can make stuff out of rock. I mean, bricklaying, masonry work. If I found like 10,000 of these, I can make a wall. Boom, boom, boom. Just lock it up, interlock everything. Fucking, there you go. Now I'm building with rocks. That's what we did. Very cool indeed. So, oh man, yeah. Sorry, lackluster Fridays. It's very lackluster. I am tired. Had a lot of running around to do, but I did things and I got out and into public and went to a birthday and all kinds of stuff. Rocks came about because they were around and worked. That's right. bows and arrows, spears, fishing implements, fishing tools. Ancients were specialists at rock masonry. Yeah, and we are too. So that's my point, is that I remember here, I was listening to, I think it was Sebastian Gorka, and he had some interesting guys on there, some guests. I don't remember his name, so I can't do a real good plug of it. But he made a good point. And, you know, I like my history. Love rocks. That's right. And he said that, you know, it takes about 250,000 years for some type of evolutionary shift to happen. And, you know, only 12,000 years ago, we were hunter-gatherer. We made stuff out of rock, out of wood. We didn't have any real technology, you know. We were just kind of roughing it, growing things, figuring things out, and building massive civilizations. And so we're still that hunter-gatherer. And because we're only 12,000 years in to this modern age where it's kind of a forced evolution. Chad, 50 years from now, we'll probably be there again. And that's how it works too. Shipwreck, good point. And you'll see that. You'll see a very slow progression, and you know, as you're watching the timeline of say a group of people, the Denisons, the Cro-Mags, you know, the Neanderthal, you'll see that they're starting to make way and gain some evolution, and all of a sudden, boom, they go backwards, or they get extinct, or they get interbred, which is the case with the Neanderthal, both killed and interbred. Wow, the rock is flaking off already. I grabbed it and was playing with it and just kind of flaked off. It's very flaky. I'd say it's shell. So we're still that hunter-gatherer, tribal kind of people, you know? And before that, before we made tribes, before we made, you know, cooking implements and farming implements and implements of war and structure, actual structures and fire. Oh yeah, big thing, fire. Before all that, we were wild fucking animals, eating and fucking and killing anything we could. I know, right, Shipwreck? But that's the beauty of this thing, is it flammable. I am not about to set this on fire on live stream, because I have not tested it. It is flaking though, so you know, there's little pieces too. Anyway. What's up, Chris? Hey, Shad. Hey, y'all. Chris McGrath. Welcome. Prometheus. Prometheus. Oh, anyway. Yeah, that's exactly right, Auslander. Fuck first, kill second, eat third. Yeah, that was your schedule. You know, going all the way back, and we you know, you've seen the timelines. That's part of our evolution. That we were wild, fucking hairy animals running the surface of the earth, and we didn't mess with any tools. We didn't build structures. We slept in the cold, in the rain, in the trees. We basically and. Yeah, I think it's a piece of meteor the other night. Meteor showers. Oh, man. Hey, we all need priorities. Exactly. That's how simple things were. But it was a very violent place. Very violent. A lot of our weird little things we have, like when you go into surgery and they cut you open, they have to put you under anesthesia. They have to put you under. Most animals, they don't listening to Sasquatch stories till 2 a.m. last night. Oh shit. Garrett, what's up? What's up, Erie West Coast brother? Welcome, Garrett. The Lackluster Fridays. And so there's this thing that if we get disemboweled, something is eating us, like a tiger, saber-toothed tigers, things like that. Those existed. Bears, wolves, everything was eating everything. So it was a wild, wild place. And so we developed this thing that if we get opened up, we feel no pain. The mind says, okay, no more pain for you, because it is very excruciating. So a lot of animals, you can deer, dogs, cats, it still hurts, but they can still continue and keep on trucking. For us, we just go, good night. It was eat or be eaten. That's right. Shad, you have plenty of luster tonight. Yeah, well, yeah, I do. Thank you very much, Caroline Henderson, for all this. I mean, really. Oh, man. Listen to that. Wow. Adaptation is not evolution. Hence why every fossil found that was claimed to back evolution has always been a real animal. Just pointing out that the evidence is all still theory. Catfish are tough as hell. I believe in evolution. I really do. We see evolution. Look at us. Look at us. We're forcing evolution. We're still wild animals killing each other, but now we have guns. So guns are part of our evolution. Adaptation is not evolution, but adaptation will lead to evolution. I feel that. I really do. We see so many evidences of that. There's a, I'm into martial art. I've always been into martial arts, and there's this famous family that is like 3, 4, 5 generations, and they all have extremely thick skull, extremely, and even their organs they're born this way, aligned in a certain way, because all their life that family has done like the breaking things over their heads and called Iron Man, Iron Shirt Kung Fu and all this, balancing on spears and all that craziness. But they actually did a study on them, because they're like, oh, okay, let's study it. The scientists back in the day were actually scientists. And they're like, let's look at this. All right, wow, no shit. They had stronger hearts. They had thicker skulls. The kids being born. So that's pretty fucking neat. Little Coyote, hey, welcome. So that is an evolution. And you see it with animals, everything. You see it with everything. They pass on bugs, the cockroach, Blatella germanica. Every offspring that, like, say the mom she encounters a pesticide and she survives, then she gets pregnant and passes on that immunity or pseudo immunity onto its children. So their evolution is next time they're born. Boom, there you go, done. And so every 6 months in the pest control field, we have to constantly change our thing. So that is a maybe you could argue it's a adaptation, passed down from generation to generation. We have the same thing. If you want to talk about adaptation, there are diseases and viruses that we cannot get whatsoever, because in our DNA are markers and memory. It's like a memory bank of, 15,000 years ago, your great super fucking times grandfather, to the 19th power. So encountered that and passed on that immunity to all of you. So that is pretty cool. DNA has proven that the body is able to relay information to children. Nothing unusual about that. No, it's not. But it is unusual on Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, on the Sun, Neptune, asteroids, rocks flying in the air. So, dinosaurs didn't exist until the 1850s. Is there any documentation prior? I challenge anyone to show me. Maybe that's when they started finding them. But you can go back into history, and it will teach you that a lot of people had weird things that were dinosaur stuff. You know, they would pick it up off the ground and make stuff out of it. So that's pretty cool. The Keebler elf strikes again. Yeah, amazing how it all works so perfectly until humans tried to mess with it. That's an interesting point, and that's exactly what they're doing. So we all know the thing about let nature take its course. Let God guide its path, kind of thing. Why force it? Why fuck with it? How many sci-fi movies have we seen that some contagion got out? Next thing you know, you got zombies. This is how you get zombies. Fucking with things. We've all seen it. We've conceptualized it. So just in case the zombies show up, I will my axe. To breastfed, encourage that our bodies make it for a reason. Interesting point, Random JL. Maybe we should be still breastfeeding. Some of us do breastfeed still. I don't know. I've heard of these things. Charity, the answer is no. Nope. But yeah, here we are, arguing about should we have guns. Joe Bates probably breastfeeds. Yeah, he probably feeds them. Yeah, yes. He's got some big manly milkers, doesn't he? Trudeau needs a stop blowing bubbles in the bathhouses. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah. Now it's coming out, right, Auslander? Yeah. Well, there is a scientific study. I do remember this. I remember little stupid things. Is that if a man looks at boobs for 20 minutes a day, continuously, if it builds up, you just see boobs. Boobs. I just made it up on the spot. And for 20 minutes a day, a cumulative whatever, or just sits down and looks at boobies for 20 minutes, then it will increase the man's health and vitality. Oi, Al Bundy is a legend. That's right. Yes, he was. Shipwreck is the beach probably you were speaking about earlier. I don't know, JL. Ask him. He does get out there and crawl the land. Seriously. Shipwreck crawls the land. And he crawls and climbs big fucking towers. Wow. I don't know if you still do that, Shipwreck, but that's pretty fucking cool. I've done it just for fun, but he does it, with the necessary gear and all that. So, but yeah, it's still work. Yeah, 20 minutes of a day, a cumulative, or whatever. Boobies makes men healthy. It does so much for us. All our endorphins, things firing in our heads. It makes us. What man doesn't smile when he looks at boobies? So BBB isn't BBs, breast and booty. Well, hey, BB. But boobs, ass. It's something about the curvature of a woman. And this is all scientific. The curvature of a woman, the all that stuff. That's part of our evolution too. There's a reason why women look kind of juvenile, is so that it instills in the man a sense of protection. Okay, I have to protect you because you're so dainty and pretty. So I'm gonna go take my rugged ass over here with my denser bones and stronger muscles, and I'm going to beat back the saber-toothed tiger or the other men that find you sexy in your loincloth or your bearskin. So, that's that's part of the things that we developed and throughout time. So we're only 12,000 years from that. 12,000 years from that. So basically, if you went back 12,000 years and said, hey, here's a gun. Now the woman can protect herself and the man. The great equalizer. Sonia. Last summer's tower was 150 feet high, but the tower was on top of a mountain and the elevation was 1,900 above sea level. My greatest feat of my life. That's the video you saw. Yeah, shipwreck. I mean, seriously, folks, it's amazing. Amazing. You get to see everything. It's truly amazing. It's inspirational. And your journey, you climbed 150 feet away from the surface of the earth, fighting gravity the whole time. Gravity makes you want to go, boom. No use a artificial creamer milk spoils. I agree. I've enjoyed many a boo, but never from men of the other category. And see, that's the thing. We know. Men know. Men can look and go, yeah. No thank you. 500 feet. Damn, shipwreck. That's crazy. That's great. And talk about a workout, folks. Talk about a workout. Charity, what are you doing? Why are you whining? You really want something. What do you want? Really? Excuse me, folks. My dog requires a pound of flesh. Again. All right, hold on. All right, you beast. Okay. There you go. Here. Okay. Take the whole thing. Take the whole thing. So here we are, folks. Once again, I had to walk up the staircase of a fucking TV tower once. Fuck that. Come down south. We'll gear you up, and you can get high with us, right? We used to call it getting a pay raise. Oh, time for a pay raise. Doing pest control, I treated it like parkour. I really did. I'd get up and I'd rappel, and I've got to do some of that. Rappelled down a hotel, side of a hotel, to get some wasp. They were stuck in an area that nobody could get to, so I just that was it. There was this one guy there. He's fucking amazing, and this dude is nuts. They call him the snake chaser. And he's built up a hell of a business in Myrtle Beach area. Drives around in these cool green vans, and this guy, he's old man, long hair, long beard, skinny as a fucking rail. Dark, his skin is dark. I mean, this guy, this is the color of his skin, just leathery. He wears nothing but flip flops and a pair of shorts, no shirt. He puts on a shirt for the customer. But he does amazing things. There was a hornet's nest on a 60-foot or 60-story tall place on top of, in between the roof and a couple places. It was a hard place to get to. You could not get to it from anything else. You couldn't get to it from up. So their idea was to grab me and hold me by my pants as I leaned over and sprayed this motherfucker. I was like, no, hell no. That shit's going to come all down me, and y'all going to drop me. Fuck you. So they talked to this guy. Anya, he comes out and goes, oh, snake chaser. Hey, yeah. He looks up, he goes, oh, okay. Take me to the roof. I mean, he's wearing nothing but a pair of shorts and some flip-flops and a hat. Maybe some sunglasses. So he goes up to the roof. They let him in. He fucking rigs it up. I mean, he rigs up a rappel rope, three anchors, and then just goes I mean, just jumps right off the fucking roof, lands, pulls back on the rope, lands. He's got a bag with him. He takes a knife, he grabs the fucking hornet's nest as they're going all over him, grabs it, cuts it, throws it in a bag, and drops it to the ground. And then he drops down. We're like, damn, this motherfucker. The special forces of pest control. Snake chaser. But he's a really good guy with snakes. He does a lot of rescue too. Snakes, gators, weasels, monitors. He's got his house, his property is just nothing but snakes, and he's got a gator pond. He lives out in he's got a back end of his property, so the swamp. He's got a nice closed in area for the gators, and I mean it's crazy. It's crazy. The guy lives on a freaking zoo almost. But yeah, check him out. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got a feed shed, take care of shipwreck, surprise ropes, held the weight of his balls. No shit. I mean, everybody knows him. That's the thing. Everybody knows him. He's the guy you call. Everybody calls him. Everybody knows him. He's been there since the dawn of time, it looks like. One of those old pickled beach bums that just do amazing things. Tourists are welcome. Feeding gators is not cheap. Yeah. Chickens. Maybe he does like chicken feeding, to the gators. I don't know. I know he has to feed them. He buys a bunch of mice, and because he's got snakes too, all kinds of shit. I know. I mean, yeah, just quickly. That's how quick he did it. Just dropped, and then he dropped because he's in the Hornets. The Hornets are all over his head, and he just said "boom" and just dropped. Rappelling down. I was like, "Fuck!" You have to though. I mean, you think about it. What he did, you had to, because you're about to get lit up. Lit the fuck up. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna video this. I wish I could have. Man, it'd been amazing to see that. Yeah, I'll stick to fire. Closest I ever got to craziness like that. I'd fight the wasp. I know how to fight them, but had this huge Tanger outlet. Broadway at the beach. If you know where Broadway at the beach is, I can talk about all this shit now because I'm not beholden to them. But it's a huge place, 2 stories, 3 stories, 4-story, just restaurants and shops and all kinds of shit. And they've got some interesting, architecture with eaves and overhangs and all that shit. So I'm up there with like a 40-foot ladder, and I've got cases upon cases of this stuff. It comes in a big old can called Wasp Freeze, and it kills them dead quickly. So I had to climb up. I would position myself as close to the freaking the nest I could. They had hundreds of them. They had hundreds of these hornets' nest everywhere. Wasp nest, hornet's nest. And so I had cases of this shit. They paid big money, I guess. And I would just climb up, get right up on them and go, psst, and then don't move. And I had a team downstairs blocking off the area because I was raining fucking wasp. And I would knock the wasp nest off and just let it fall to the ground. And I did that hundreds of times. That's the key, is not to move. The key is not to move when you're dealing with wasps and hornets, because they cannot see you if you stop. If you stand still and don't move, they cannot see you. They see you as an obstruction. Everything is their whole behavior is based on movement, especially if they're pissed. It's like one of the most basic things. If you get pissed, anything moving is fair game. And so that's how the hornets and wasps think. Pow! Because they've just been threatened. Their home, they must defend their home. So they have this storms, radios, and cats. Welcome. Hey everybody, please drop your links. Drop Drop your links. Shameless plugs for everyone. Please do. Please do. 18 in chat. 19 likes. I always have an over unity of thumbs ups. Oh, wait. It's Lackluster Friday. Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Hey, folks. Yes, Lackluster Fridays. We go thumbs down. Thumbs down. Yep. Thumbs down. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. I don't actually create content. Joe Morgan, yeah, you do, man. Boo. No, please. Because, seriously, I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Thumbs down. Thumbs down, man. The thumbs up go for you. You know, you get the thumbs up today. I'm giving you the thumbs up, so don't give me any. You take them all. So save your thumbs. Save your thumbs. Good advice, I'd say. So it doesn't matter what type of weapon that we use. We will find a way to kill something. And it is a responsibility to it. That we have learned, that we have practiced, is defending ourselves is one of the most crucial skills to learn. Lisa, welcome. If you do not know that, you cannot survive, much less be self-reliant. Poor $3,600 Crown Creek spread 100 yards of gravel today. I don't got thumbs. No shit. None of you. Damn, that's some work. That is some work. Yes, indeed. Been there. Wow. Yeah, Nunya's been doing some work. This is Nunya. This is the time that you have to work. This is the season. 'Tis the season for Nunyas and Death Claws. A lot of you guys with ranches and huge, massive properties, with all kinds of shit going on. Oh man, a farmer's son prepping. He's in here. What's up, Firefly? Lori, yo, babies. Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Expanding RV park. We are full losing money. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hell yeah. What kind of amenities are we talking about here? KLI survival. Basic stuff, water, maybe power. Are you doing sewer? Oh, sewage. I've done some RVing. RVing's pretty cool. Guys ever into that? It's an interesting life. It really is. Here, they're all about the Jeep life. I wish I could show you. This guy is driving around in that $70,000 Jeep. Doesn't have doors. The doors are like bars that open up. Everything's all neon flashy. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having this Jeep. 4-wheel drive all the way. I worked in an RV park. Some shit jobs there. Yeah. The showers, right? State parks. I mean, state parks pretty cool. I remember going to state parks and shit. I did see a Jeep. It was an old CJ5, I think. Just badass for sale for $3,500 on the road. But here you need, if you're gonna have a Jeep, you better cover that shit up because it gets cold here. Lots of snow. So going with the Baja look in the summer is great and all, but in the wintertime, you're gonna want some shelter in your car. Yeah, such a leg. It was also a shit sucker. I remember working Boy Scouts, 1974 CJ5. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Something like that. But they chromed out everything on the inside. They chromed out everything on the outside. It was red with chrome. they did some work. They did lift it. They gave it some big feet, big tires. But there were some rough spots in it, of course. But you know, it's something that you drive in the rain. Uh, something that nothing. So I could drive it in the winter, but I have to be like super. I have to wear all my waterproof stuff, all my Gore-Tex, and all my layers, and then I could drive it in the you know, even if you put a top on that thing, you know, one of those what do you call those things, the tarp style stuff. You'd have to have a badass heater system in there. I need my Jeep to get up the hill to my house in the winter. Yeah, wow. I must say here, they take care of the roads. Uh, hey, Loretta's here. All right, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Tomorrow, obviously, I told you guys, Trial by Axe has been canceled. I'm actually going to be working tomorrow, and then I'm going to be on Tennessee Tactical 1. I'm gonna be a guest. I think I need to email him. He emailed me and asked me, and I said, yeah. I haven't said yeah, sure, but I am saying yeah, sure. Trial by Axe got axed. Sorry, folks. Yeah, and I'm just gonna be dead ass tired. I really am. Trial by Axe is really taxing. I have to really think. I have to really work. So it's not gonna be good. So I'm probably gonna go to bed early. Be at my folks' place tomorrow, making them dinner. Wow. Sunday reflections will be on. That's my only day off is Sunday. My only day off. Well, this summer is going to be crazy for me, but cha-ching. So I'm liking that. Get it in while you can, right? And that's part of it too. You know, I want to start getting into gold and silver and you know, alternative power sources and just all kinds of crazy stuff. You get your beauty sleep, manly do you need it? Man, do you need it? Yeah. And I fight sleep. I do. I have to. I have to like calm the fuck down. Calm myself down. Like literally work myself to exhaustion. And then I have to turn this off. So usually it takes a while for me to go to sleep, you know, to get any kind of meaningful sleep. But it works better if I have no obligations. And that's the thing is you know, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Try to turn your concentration to nothing. Don't have anything. Don't go to work. Go to church, I guess, whatever. You know, but yeah, even with the you know, the original the Jewish, you know, they didn't go to church on Sunday. They did nothing on Sunday. They hung out with their families. They ate some food. They kicked their feet up. You know, maybe some drinking, maybe some smoking. It was a time with the family. It was a time to chill and recuperate. You know, your body and your mind and your soul. So $500,000 an offer today on 20 acres. Buy land. Wow. 20 acres, $500,000. Damn. I mean, I'd love to get some land. I would. But I thought about going for the worst piece of property to get the cheapest, and then develop it, you know. So that's, you know, I don't know. Food port time, Arby. Day of celebration in the early ADs. Yeah, right? Oh, it's starting to flake off on me the more I use it. That's the price here for 5 acres just outside the city. Don't buy bad land. But I mean, if it's got a water source on it, if it's you know, what you look at the area, you look at the demographics, and what do they want here? They want flat land, nice flat land, so they can have a nice flat yard. Maybe dig a fucking basement, throw, you know, have some trees. Greetings from the northwest Erie coast. Going crazy. Welcome. Demonic haunted houses go cheap. I could do that. Yeah, all land has a water source. It's called rain. Shit on a shingle dinner here. Chipped beef on toast high. Living it. Right on, Majit. Yeah, you got a point there, Auslander. Here they've got there's all kinds of water. That's why I can't live here. Live there north. Here in Ohio, it's if it's rocky, the rockier it is, I think the less the land, less the price is. You know, everybody wants that, but I have to go out and get it. You know, research all land. Don't buy old Indian graveyard. Bad mojo. You know, I wouldn't mind. I really wouldn't mind. I'd be hanging out with the spirits and shit. That'd be cool. Do some peyote. Look at those earth ships down in the desert area in the USA. Interesting. Yes, Auslander. Interesting. Really, how they cool the place with, you know, with different kinds of earth and water tunnels, water caverns. I mean, all kinds of pretty neat stuff, and ventilation. The Greeks, I like the old school Greek way of cooling a house because they have a huge problem with heat in Greece. It's very hot. So they would build a house or a room, any size room, no windows. It would have an L-shaped entrance. You had to go this way and then this way to get into it. So it was shielded. And usually you had to go down a little bit, maybe. That was cool. But they would take the ceiling and make an inverted pyramid step pyramid that went downward from the ceiling. And the hot air going like this would actually get to the surface after it was cooling down and drop down because it got cold. So it would be decidedly cooler in that room. And they did that thousands of years ago. Pretty neat. You can dig into the ground and go down, I think, 6-7 feet. Constant 58 degrees. And during the wintertime, that's how they made ice during the summer. They would dig a hole, very, very deep, you know, not too deep, insulated, and dig a hole. It's 58 degrees, constant, doesn't change. And if you bring some ice down there in that room, in that 58 degrees, it lowers it to freezing. So now you basically have just made a freezer. If you just cut a big old block of ice and throw it in the hole, just made a freezer. And now, whatever you put in that room will freeze and get even colder, which is pretty neat. And you can do it with just about any climate. Had a floor forced air heating. Oh yes, their bathhouses. I went to Rome. I did a tour, and the way they showed with the bathhouses and the ingenuity of how they made a fucking steaming bath. Amazing. And that was the thing, is every old school ice house, their water systems, yeah, their aqueducts, they did some engineering shit. They knew how to build some shit. Absolutely. And that technology, that we still have that. We still have it. Look at the Aztecs and the Incas. They built all this amazing stuff. Arenas. Well, you gotta have bread and circuses, right? We had old school ice houses on the farm. I mean, there's a famous place in South Carolina on the beach. Egyptians with string stick rock. Ooh, ouch. Where there was an ice house. It was a big warehouse that made ice. All the way back going, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. They were scattered all over the place on the coast. Shaved ice, everybody needed ice. And so, because you could do that anywhere. Level and perpendicular. So the old ways, we can still survive, and we can still thrive. By the train tracks especially. Train tracks are a very, very good source of high carbon steel. You can take that and melt it down and make it into anything, and it will be badass. The kukris, one of my favorite knives, that the Gurkhas used. The kukri is made from basically old railroad tracks. Old. Wow, Kentucky Survival. I mean, we know this shit. We also know how to protect ourselves because back in the day, everything was trying to kill you. So we figured out a way to make it right. We figured out a way to survive and to thrive and to overcome. So when faced with an animal that's trying to kill us or kill our livestock, destroy our food, and not only that, marauders. Marauders. Just coming out of nowhere. Thieves. Rapists, murderers. I mean, this is shit that happened. This is nothing new. This has been going on since the dawn of time. You always had that rogue element. Those crazies out there. And woe to that tribe that we find out, oh shit, that's from your tribe? Oh, okay. Let's go to war. Now it's wartime. So, developing weapons and tactics and deterrence. And then finally, peace through strength. Kielbasa, FF, and baked beans. Damn, Frankfurters. I use train tracks in my house in the homestead. You're literally as reinforcement in the horizontal concrete. Wow. Figured, why not? Rebar cage with a railroad track in the middle of it. Badass Auslander. What's the difference instead of a saber-toothed lion if it's a saber-toothed liar in office? I like that one. Kentucky. Yep, that's a good one. That's what's happened. We have developed peace through strength, and people are Joe Tato. You know, that whole thing about, you know, you're confusing my kindness with weakness. You're confusing my peace with weakness. That's not the way it works. Interesting story about the Shaolin Monks. That's how they created their fighting style and their kung fu. Their martial arts, because it was a very martial world they lived in. And of course, the Buddhists, they did not want to kill or hurt anything. So when marauders would come a knocking, they would raid, rape, pillage, and murder, and take all their stuff, and laugh and get drunk as they walked out the door, splitting heads. That was life back in, Shaolin 2,500 years ago, 1,500 years ago, 15 to 2,500 years ago. That's what happened. Grasshopper. So along came this guy named Lord Tamo, and taught them some stuff. And from that, they became, in China at that time and the world, because they went on to do amazing things, a force to be reckoned with. So even in enlightenment, where you're engaged in trying to enlighten yourself and be a better person and make things better, and be left alone. Just leave me alone as we do, this life-changing, soul-searching, and I don't want to be and being away from everything is part of their culture as well, as not to try to make a footprint. So, and it doesn't matter because marauders would come back. The government would come back. The Chinese imperials, the emperors, they've been raised and destroyed. Shaolin Temple it's been destroyed many times in war. And so the monks actually had to go to war to survive. That meant carrying weapons and training, body conditioning, so that they could continue this amazing journey that they were doing. This quest for enlightenment and just living a good life. And so that's what they did. That's what we did here too. In the United States of America, right? We wanted to be left alone to live our lives and to continue in freedom and peace. But nobody wanted that to happen. In the rest of the world, all these people, all these agencies, regimes, the British, and they were a tyrannical regime, worldwide tyrannical regime, and they had a death-like grip on our balls. But they were far away. So we said, no, we're done. Let go of my nutsack. And we proclaim to the rest of the world that we are free. We are a free country of free people. We did this. I say we because we did this. We are the descendants of these amazing people, brave people, courageous people, scared people, sacrificial people. They sacrificed everything and everyone to get this goal. Insurmountable odds. Insurmountable. We're talking about China. Look up Emperor Guangwu. Cool. Thank you, Osman. I will. I like it. Traitors and terrorists all the time. So if they wasn't coming right into our face with war, landing on our shores, fighting, trying to subjugate us and enslave us and take everything, our money, our land, our homes, everything, our family, everything. I mean, you name it, they've been here. The British started it. And some could say we did the same thing to the Indians. Yeah, we did. So yeah, there's that. But they were doing the exact same thing too. They have an interesting history as well. But so we fought this regime, and then we won, and then we declared to the rest of the world that we are free. Don't fuck around, or we will fuck you up. And so the way that we did that is with the 2A, the 1A, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence. We did that shit. And when they said, no, we do not agree that you should have your independence. Matter of fact, get back in line. We have a revolt. Send in the muskets. Send in the redcoats. Send in the 125th Queen's Army. Whatever. I'd have to look into that also. But I have noticed some of it. But I don't know. I'm still a student of other things as well. So, but it all has to tie together. And so when we declared our independence and fought for it many, many times over, the rest of the world. Oh yeah, Auslander. Yeah, absolutely. The rest of the world did as well. Cuba became free. Cuba was basically a plantation, but anyway, parts of South America, a lot of Europe, a lot of European countries, in little bitty places, also did the same. Crazy. It swept across the nation in the Indo-Asian, European kind of thing. It just went everywhere, absolutely everywhere. People were just like, "Hey, let's be free. That's a great idea. Fuck you, kings and queens. And yeah, we're gonna fight for it. We're willing to fight. Haha." Imagine how that works. That we get to stand up to a tyrannical regime that takes over our country, takes over our lives. And we say, no, we will not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. That's it. We're done. We're not having your shit. And we're coming for your ass. And so that declaration, what's up, Stuart? Welcome. That went the world over. And the elites were scared. Oh, they were scared. Pissing themselves, shitting themselves, committing suicide. Look at history. A lot of people committed suicide so they could, not be hung or not be paraded around town and tortured to death by a crowd, a lynch mob. So they wouldn't burn to death in their castles and mansions. Yeah, we did that shit. And so now more than ever, once again, the unsightly face of tyranny has raised its head again from under the rock, slithering up. And we've got to crush it. We got to quell it. But now it's different. Now we have an evolution in warfare. Now we have the 5th evolution, warfare. We can play the same games they play as well. And just not comply. And we can do it with force as well. So we don't need F-15s. We don't need tanks. But case in point, point of order, I'm sorry, we do have those. Who do you think makes those? There's a guy in the California desert. He owns a range where he flies his jet and shoots missiles. He has tanks. You guys know it. You probably know the guy. Does the whole? They used to do the Thunder, not Thunder Ranch shoot, but Soldier of Fortune shoot every year. I mean, freaking mini guns going and howitzers, anything you want to shoot, you could go shoot. I mean, it was just amazing. They had the quad mini gun that you set in the middle of, just 10,000 rounds per second. Just cost them, for 5 seconds, it's like cost a fortune to shoot that damn thing. Oh man. Yeah, we got shit like that. We got drones. We develop. We make stuff. We make those. We have those. We can make and have those. Or we can take yours. It doesn't matter. We have, now that the technology is out there, we can take it. Fly a drone. Guess what the capabilities are now? You could hack that drone. Bzzz, send it back. That's capabilities nowadays. So even with the AI, even with anything, Black Hawk, 60 million. Look at Nunya dropping the tags here. Thank you. Minigun, 1.1 million. I mean, not cheap stuff. But that's another thing they're going to come forward to is the money. We're going to change all that, huh? First pistol, .41 mag, 50 cents a round in the 80s. Okay, well, what about the inventions that go along with that practical use? Miniguns use a 24-volt winch motor, basically can fix for a fee. Oh, look at you, Stuart. He's a minigun mechanic. That's a great job to have. Harvest Fairy Moon. Traded in for a Glock when came out. I just had a pop-up. Funny that we're talking about this. New York Preppers doing a test of 4570 against drywall. Definitely look at those tests, man. You'll be surprised of what's cover and what's not. The fight to the end will take things further than invaders will. Yes. And once again, we do it out of love. And that they're coming for that too. Obviously. They're trying to change that too. So it's a 5th generational warfare. They're fighting for the hearts and minds. They're literally trying to change our way of thinking. Prepping 101. Boo! What's up? Welcome. Laws of physics, math, application, and knowledge, aka engineering, doesn't create. It simply applies what is out there. Okay. All right. I know that I can create, you know, and you can create. We all can create. I know that. So creativity is probably part of our evolution. I understand the way you're kind of looking at this, and it's just applying this and applying that. Hey, y'all, my priority channel got a strike, so I'll be on this channel tonight. Well, welcome Prepping 101. I can create a shift load of trouble. And that's a great skill to have. It really is. But also creating. But if I take a tree, which is beautiful anyway, and I cut it down, and I rip the bark off of it, I rip off its skin, I then go forth and dismember it, and then I make a nice little table out of it. Then I start drawing on it, and then I start carving at it. I'm still applying practically what is there, but I'm being creative all the same. Making an Adirondack chair. We do create, and the need to create is strong. And I believe that is part of the evolution of man, of human, is the ability to create, and not just not just things, not just stuff, which is cool, and you can get really, really badass, in amazing stuff. But you can also do it with concepts and ways of thinking, and MacGyver it. Yeah, that's creative. I mean, we've all seen that creative engineering. Okay. But I still can create something, me personally, that nobody has ever seen before. Especially me. Because it's all about my perception. The way you perceive it is your perception. And that's cool that we get to kind of share our perceptions with each other. But we still cannot see through other people's eyes, even though we have the same eyes. So I can still create things. And that's where it all goes. You can create new life, but not on your own. That's right. We need a woman for that, don't we? We need a female. Yes, a female. But I created this. And yeah, you can say I just took a bunch of parts and put them together. I did. I took what was already there and I put it together. I merged the whatever ingredients it took to make this. But it's cool. I created. I made this. Creativity. So perception based on in Buddhism, perception is deception, which is true. Tell me that wasn't good. Come on. Call the Dalai Lama. Tell him that one. I bet he will chuckle. Absolutely. You might even get that chuckle out of the abbot of the Shaolin Monastery with that one. So even if they take something from us, I can still make it. I can still make that thing. That knowledge is priceless. To be able to use what we have available and make it useful for our needs. That is a gift, a talent. That is worth more than all the gold in the world. Wow. Very cool. True. All a delusion. Yeah, she's begging. Lisa. I'm glad it works to her. So even if they limit, how can you limit someone who can create something? And so going back to this this guest that I heard on a radio station, Sebastian Gorka, some kind of special forces guy. He wrote some kind of book. I don't remember these things, but I do remember. We are going from a place of self-reliance to dependency. We are self-reliant. We are a self-reliant species. We do help each other. That in turn is a self-reliance. Because if you have, how can you help someone if you can't help yourself? That's very true. And now, this push, this evolution, which is a forced evolution upon us, is they want us to be dependent. They want us asking permission. Please, sir, can I have some more, sir? Please. We are self-destructive. Or we're just naive. But it's something that we have to go through. If we are to evolve and move forward, we have to get through this self-destructive phase. But we see it, you might have a point there, Oz. We see it as antagonist, protagonist, but we're all the same species. Doing it to ourselves. For those who want to be dependent, to those who want us to depend on them, equals self-destruction. Well, yeah, of course. If history repeats itself in every major mass genocide, every bad, very holocaustic thing has happened by governments, by governmental entities, by a governing force, a ruling class, an elite ruling over its serfs, sacrificing them, making them do their bidding. That's just part of it. Well, that's the old thing, right? History repeats itself until you're doomed. History. You're doomed to repeat it if you don't learn the lessons. I forget these things. I'm tired. I'm lacking luster today. I'm sure one of you guys would throw it out there. But you know the thing. And I whip my thing around my club. Oh, wow. Jenny's here. Life is hard if you're stupid. Knowing that we have a choice. We have choices. We know that we work our ass off. We work ourselves to death to think that we'll just throw it all away. Sure, no problem. Yeah. I will give up my freedoms. I will allow big brother to rule over me. Usually doesn't end well in history. Just doesn't. Thank you, Chinook. Those who fail to learn from history, repeat always ends with a big bang. Monique, good evening, Mad Shad and Chat. Monique, how you doing? Welcome to Lackluster Fridays. So congratulations. You survived the week. The weekend is now yours. Come in the house, kick off your shoes, prop up your feet, grab a cold, tasty beverage, and relax. Unbutton your belt. Loosen your belt, ladies. Pull your bra through your freaking arm again. Try not to hit the cat this time. We are unruly mad bunchers. Yep. Yes, we are. We're over. The week is done. What? another one is right around the corner. We work, and we can outwork anyone, especially a governmental entity, a tyrannical regime. You know how much work it was back in 1776? It was a lot of work. It's not easy. It's not easy declaring your sovereignty. It's not easy telling the world that we declare freedom and we have rights and they will be abide by. They will not be infringed. Keyword, shall not be infringed. We told the whole world that. And they tested that. Oh, really? Okay. And we had to. We had to say, okay, I told you so. Dangerous freedom. Cool. Hey, there fixes any beauties everywhere, man hugs at the end of scuffles and clean kidneys and livers. Yeah, I'm not feeling. Auslander, all I got is Guinness, and I don't want to drink a Guinness. I had a beer earlier today at the birthday party. But I gotta drink water now. But yeah. Oh, and I ate a brownie. A cupcake made out of whiskey and Baileys, and that was good. That was very good. Kind of sweet, but yeah. So it doesn't matter what they say. It's what they do. And also what matters is what we do. Or we don't do. That's the question, right? What have we not done? What are we not going to do? This question keeps coming up over and over and over again until the frog finally boils and either explodes or jumps out the freaking pot. I imagine that the frog itself is made out of like some kind of thermonuclear device, and so it explodes and just destroys the pot and the water, and anyone in the general vicinity. So exploding frogs, yes. That's how I look at it. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens throughout history. The yoke of tyranny is thrown off in a very violent manner. It just comes back again. Slowly but surely it comes back. And then we gotta throw it back off again. Some could say that's a very alien thing. Or it could be human nature. But this type of evil has been evolved. This is definitely an evolution of evil. Gonna be some jumpers, but still gonna be a big ass pot of frog soup, right? Elusive on the fence. Shad me boy, loving the new axe, yes. Yeah, something I created. Oh, that axe. This axe. Yeah. It fell apart. I'll fix it. Basic. It's very basic. But it can be made better. I'm gonna look into that. I might have some more leather strapping somewhere. Yeah, this leather is, you can tell it's rawhide, just simple rawhide. It's dry, brittle. Pitch pine and leather. It needs to be conditioned and softened up. And then I could, weave it in a fashion that secures it. I could possibly even use some glue, epoxy maybe. That's how it fits. Just like that. Yeah. That is pretty fucking cool. Uh, it's probably oak. It looks like it's been, there's a split right here going on. I don't know if epoxy would fix that. Lost lender, nothing is. Lost planning phase 2. What? Pitch pine leather. Last 30 days have been interesting. Who had their general meeting? We've had theirs together. Oh, in the Switzerland, yeah, Davos. And now the Bilderberger get together just moments away in Austria. All coincidence, right? Right? Yes. Witches gathered in their masses. Green thumb prepper, yeah. That's okay. They have their magic, we have ours, don't we? Yeah. But it's Friday. So we hang out, we relax, we eat some good food, have some good drink, get some good sleep, because we're tired. I should have took you. I should have took you guys with me on my walk with Charity. We went out into the woods, into the creek, went stomping around. We had an interesting thing. We had a baby fawn, literally abandoned in the parking lot. A brand new born baby fawn, like literally hours old, and mom had disappeared. Mom has disappeared, abandoned it for most of the day. And so the fawn was just sitting there squeaking away. It was actually next to somebody's car. They were videotaping, you know. And, well, I left, came back, and yeah, the fawn's gone. So mom basically dropped it off, went to go eat or something, and then came back and probably grabbed it, you know. I couldn't have no pet deer. Those things get big. They gotta eat and they're wild. They're not trainable. Deer are really not that trainable. Oh, cops pulling up in this place, huh? What y'all doing? Let's find out. So, it is kind of getting, oh, I see what he's doing. He's turning around. Doug Shad, 25, 12, 31. You have a murderer behind you. Just so happens I have like 20 knives, a stick. Hold on. Gun. Oh, it's a lighter. I'd like to look into that. Maybe I can take it apart maybe and restart, fix it all up. I don't know where you put the fluid. Probably right here, huh? Put the fluid right there. It probably takes the old school thing. I don't know how this works. I'll have to look it up. But that's pretty neat. Oh, he's even got little sights on it. A front sight post and a rear sight post. Look at that. Fucking cool. Oh yeah, a little lighter. Maybe I'll get it working. That's cool. I have a vid of a deer looking like it's going to catch a pass or something. Weird thing. Probably should stop video of the deer around here. But yeah, I came home and the fawn is gone. So it can't live long without mom. You know, it needs mother's milk. Heck, that lighter can't be imported into Australia. It resembles a pew pew. No. I have to be stern. I have to be strong. All right, let's go outside. Let's go outside, shall we? I need to smoke a cigarette. Oh, it feels great out here. Feels great out here. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, what's going on? So yeah, the sun is setting. That's because Australia is being run by. Yeah, Joe. Yep, the smoking lamp is lit. I shouldn't smoke, I know, but I haven't smoked in hours, so it feels good. Very much needed. So, and you know, with all these restrictions and these things that are coming down, if it comes through the House and goes to the Senate, I don't know. You think the Senate is going to go for this? Oh yeah, I did watch this Friday, Cleveland. It's great. Ooh, a baby blue Mach 2 just drove by. Wow. I smoked half a pack during this live. You know, America, we like loud toys, things that go and things that go bang, bang, bang. We always have. That as part of the culture. You can't change that. You can't change that with a law. You can't change that with an edict. Uh, Hop or explode, Magic. And if we explode, there's going to be shrapnel everywhere. Frog bones and impaling everything. It's still light over there. It's 2 a.m. almost. Here it is almost 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah, Kevin, we can blow some shit up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I mean, the Chinese invented gunpowder. We just perfected it. Yeah. Oh, man. 4th of July, that's all I got to say. It's great. Right, all slender. Yeah. Well, we'll just have to grow our own. I mean, it is very simple to grow. It really is. You grow your own plants in your house. Make your own tobacco. You and I both know all they are doing is panicking. Most are out of a job this next cycle. Gun control happens after elections when it happens before people lose their seat for good. Well, Joe, this is different. They're doing it all over the world. We're in the way. We have to be brought into the fold. So, you know, all the pew pews got to go. Look at Canada. Look at Australia. Yep, cost of fertilizer. 12,000 a load, where it used to be like a couple $100. Yeah. This is how they're doing it. That's all. We can get around that. That's fine. We can live with that. That's right. From Michael Ace, what's up? And so, you know, there is administrative violence as well that we can employ, which is still a thing. Yeah. Body armor ban and mandatory purchase permit for rifles. Bills passed. Armed scholar. So, is America not gonna happen the way they would like? Yeah. Well, I don't know what you said about pass. You know, what does that mean? What's up, Eric? Hey, you know, most states are going to constitutional carry. You know, and a lot of them are like, I know Lindsey Graham. I don't like him so much, but the state of South Carolina has actually made everybody militia. Everybody in South Carolina is a militia member, and thus they are no longer beholden to the federal government, you know, for any kind of infringements.
And it's an old law that they found. It was back in the day when they, South Carolina was the hot, in the Revolutionary War, Civil War, most wars. So even in the beginning, this was, they made everybody, I think it was like 16 to 45, 16 to 35 able-bodied men had to keep a rifle and be ready to go. And so they basically rewrote that law, which was going all the way back to the 1600s, 1600s, so whatever, 1700s maybe, late 1700s, and so early 1700s probably, middle, okay, middle, we'll say middle, and basically rewrote it as, if you're a citizen, then there you go, you are now a militia member. Hey, what's up, Thermite 911? Ready? But and we still got sheriffs that, like, let's say, okay, guess what? You are now hereby deputized to a sanctuaries. Yeah. So that's going to be tested. All that's going to be tested. It really is. It's a beautiful night here in Cleveland. I mean, it's going to be beautiful temperature, no rain. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. Banning guns to citizens is literally doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, it gets the result they want, which is now you have no teeth. They have defanged the populace, so to speak. So now they're free to carry forward with more seditious and tyrannical things. So I mean that's history. It's always happened. Oh, Mao Zedong, all of Australia, Britain, Scotland, Ireland, you name it. The Romans did it. Everybody did this. Totalitarian rule. Yep, every time, and it gets bad. Lenin, Stalin. I mean, millions upon millions of people have died because what we're about to face. And it's all because they took everything away. They took the means of protection away from the people. And they divided and conquered. United did we stand, or divided we fall, y'all know? So, yeah, that's the truth. That is what history has taught us. So we need to remember history. We need to remind them of history. But we will. It's kind of like that little thief that comes in your garden. You catch him every time. But every now and then it kind of sneaks in and gets in there and eats everything. When you're not looking. Common foe, unite all. Yeah, we have to. It's the only way it's going to work. Only way. But it's not red pill or black pill. Red pill maybe. But it's better to die in a fight and not in a cattle car going to a free shower. Yeah, no shit. Yeah. I'll stay dirty, thank you very much. Dead Kennedys come to mind, that song. California Uber Alice. You guys remember that song? Yeah. That was Dead Kennedy. That was back in the 70s? I am an joke brown. My earth smiles and never frown. I will soon be president. Anyway. No.
And we're back, folks. Back for some more lacklusterness. Oh. So yeah, like I said, yeah, things look bad. Things are happening. But are they really? Yeah, it's going to get a little rough. We're going to get a little rough seas ahead, but we will plow through. We will make things happen. That I know. That I know. I know that we will be fine. It's going to be a trying time for all of us. And when I mean all of us, I mean the world. But I think it's necessary. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Auslander. That's something that we have experience in. Yeah, it motivates. It does motivate. It can motivate you. It's like, oh, well, okay, fine. I'll just do this. I'll find a way to adapt, change, and overcome. That's what we do. And we learn. We learn from that. We see other people doing it, and we do it as well. So it is a kind of a catchy thing. It can become it can spread. It can spread. That's how most things spread. That's how most technology spread. Somebody creates it, somebody sees it, and somebody adapts it and carry on. So, Auslander, I mean, you do have some great points. Absolutely. So that's what we need to do. We need to adapt, change, and overcome, which is what we do best. We might get a little violent doing it. That's part of, the human condition, the sentient being condition. That is a fact here on Earth, on Mother Earth. It's always been that way. For just about every species, those that do not have predatorial advantage, or I'm sorry, those that do not have a predatorial disadvantage thrive, but they don't get strong, or maybe they're just already strong. Those who are constantly tested by predators that try to take advantage become stronger, become smarter. We pass that on. Forged in the fires. Forged in war. And it ties back to monastic living in a community by yourself as a hermit. That's kind of it, communities, even a small community. Most communities should be kind of small, and they usually are. They're usually about 20, 30 people, maybe 50 people. Even in a city, you've heard the jokes. I've been living next to my neighbor for 20 years. I don't fucking know their names. Never talked to them, never even made eye contact. It's like, but community is very essential to the human condition, because it gives a lot of things. We need that. It gives guidance. It gives hope. It's strength in numbers. It's being of service and accepting service. So, and we learn things. This was one of the first axes. Interesting piece of rock that was put on a stick. And wow, I can make stuff with this. I can go to war with this. I can protect myself. I can do a lot of things just with that technology. Pandora's box has been opened a long time ago, and we just took off running with it. So whatever they throw at us, it's just going to make us stronger. And we're going to learn from these mistakes. Hopefully. That's the idea, right? That's the idea. But it is going to create stronger, smarter people. Community is all good until it starts to impede on the individual's ability to be self-sufficient. Yeah. And that's what we're looking at, right? That's exactly what we're looking at. A community of self-reliant, self-sufficient people, mutually helping each other, and providing a type of security and future security for generations to come, and peace. But when either an outside force or an inside force starts to become totalitarian, tyrannical, criminal, you see that especially in a lot of the Asian histories, where a group of people, a group took over some land, took over a people, and went to war with others, and created all these amazing, disgusting, and terrible things. Lots of suffering. The Babylon lesson: self-sustainability is too high a price to pay as it results in tyranny. Maybe because tyranny goes looking for you, sees you, tries to figure out a way to get what you have, or just to destroy you because you might be a threat. That's why we need to protect ourselves. Because even if I'm just hanging out, being a very peaceful person, all by myself, living on my land or living in my apartment, somebody or something or some group of people will try to take advantage of that and we're all predators, right? And as a group of predators, war band, hunter, the great hunt, you go out hunting for some prey. And that's the criminal mindset too. We were always going to we're going to be forced to engage with that. And the best way is through strength. Peace through strength. We give up our freedoms in the name of laziness, city life, and then we are dependent upon a select few. Unlike other countries, our forefathers gave us legislation to back us in the event, just getting the masses behind it, like oaths and treason for breaking oaths. And our rights are not something that are given to us or taken away. It's something that we declare. We declared our independence, and we're willing to back it up. People so decided to group up, and then some in groups use those tactics. Got to find the right group, or you're in bad spot. Yeah, and that's why we've developed certain ways of even body language and communication and getting to know people and to intuitively kind of know. But even that can be hacked. Glowies. Yeah. You join a group, and everybody there is like, hey friend, would you like some TNT? Hey friend, you know what you could do with that TNT? Hey, how about this? Here, and this, you're in a group of 10 people, and everybody there is in the alphabet soup, and you're just like, really? We know what's going on. We've seen this play out time and time again. Yet still they try. Just hit the like button. Remember, it's Friday. Hit the dislike. That's right. Thumbs down, people. Thank you, Ace. Thanks for reminding us. Thumbs down, Lackluster Friday. And so we have to learn, because we're stupid. We are stupid. We're learning. They play guys. Yeah. The dumb ones or the susceptible ones. The guys and gals that have mental or disorders, their own medications, their And it's easy to find these kind of people in this type of conquered and divided environment where everybody is basically in their cell phones, in their room, being whatever type of sexually orientated potato that they want to be. Potatoes, cucumbers, clams, whatever. I don't know. Furries. There's all kinds of manner of things unto pretending that people can identify as. So, and not to mention the war. And yes, this coming from a person that is not a very religious person, but the war on religion, preferably values that come from religions. Yeah, Eric. First of the path with an acknowledgement of stupidity, right? Right, Magic? Yeah. I'm an idiot. I really am. But, we all believe, especially when we were younger, that we were 10 foot tall, bulletproof, and smarter than everybody else. Ooh, thumbs down. Lacking much luster. Yes, thank you, Chinook. Lack the luster. No luster here. So, yeah, things are going to change. And we either change with it, change against it. Either way, we're going to change. As a wise man hast uttered. And I see a lot of lessons in history. So, it's interesting to watch history being played out again and wondering which direction is it going to go. I don't know. I would hope, and you seem wise for a human. No, I'm just an idiot. Probably the most brilliant idiot you ever met in your life, but I'm still an idiot. That is a fact, Jack. Definitely. And most of us are. Most of us are. Most of us are fucking idiots. But we all strive for freedom. We all strive to be self-reliant. And we also strive to help people. I cannot help people if I can't help myself. Hey, I resemble that. You said it, war religion, in particular war on Christianity, and that it's happened before 2,000 years ago. Yep, Romans, how did that end for them, right? Auslander? Idiocracy, stupid movie, but foreseeable. Yeah. My ex-wife emailed me. She guessed to have another surgery. She's having her head removed from her ass again, and insurance won't cover it. Right. Okay, Eric. Good luck. Good luck with that one. I hope she recovers well. Yeah, Auslander. Yeah, I mean it's ongoing thing, right? We're watching that. We're watching that perversion. At the end of the day, we all gonna have to do mean or ugly shit we never thought possible. And so are they. They're forced to go that route as well. Yeah, the Romans. The Romans did not fare well in Israel, in Jerusalem. Sorry, I was on the phone with Jenny, interviewing her in Ontario Proper on my Monday channel. All right, Sean. Cool. Yes. Yep. Check out Sean. Check out Jenny, Northern Girl Hobbies, and Ontario Prepper. Great channels. And you three entities together. That's amazing. That's an amazing. That would have been a great show. And I'll probably go back and watch it at some point. And drop the links. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Drop the links. Let it known. Share alike. I see it in our youth. You know what? Youth are stupid. Really, we are. Young people are stupid, but they have to be. And they have to learn their stupidity. Like I said before, wisdom comes from doing stupid shit and surviving. I mean, that's it. Hey, you might not want to do that. I'm just saying. Look at me, I got one eyeball. There's a reason why. Experience is a great teacher. It really is. Talk to a quadriplegic. I'll tell you, I'm on the edge of my seat north. Oh shit, I'll change mine to a thumbs down. Yes, thank you, Sean. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. I do not deserve thumbs up. I deserve the thumbs down. You guys deserve the thumbs up. Keep them for yourselves. Self-reliance, right? I'll go to Google University if they can't Google it. It ain't real. I blame my stupidity for my gray hairs. Yeah. Mine too. And plus, it's also the lack of copper. Your body runs out of copper after a while. That's why we get gray. Boom, boom. I'm loving this thing. Man, wow. Man, it's old. And I was told this has DNA on it. So, click Funbu Radio 24 Hours Viking Music. Cool. I like that one. I like my, hold on, I can say it. Herknungar. Yes, Herknungar Radio. I like that one. And some of the people are subscribed to the channel. I left all my hair with a military in any color. It was one. What are y'all pressing one for? Oh God. 1's for thumbs down, 0 for thumbs up. Survey. Oh, we're doing a survey. Cool, Chinook. Yes, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down. Yeah. And I'm testing the algorithms too. See what they do, see what happens. So yeah, thumbs down. They say that it doesn't matter what you get. So I say let's all go thumbs down. Just to be cool. Come hang out with the cool people where it's thumbs down. I still got 27 thumbs up. Damn. Oh, thank you, Stuart. Very cool. Let's see. Crimson something is you'll see her from time to time. I met her there. Jasmine. There's a Scotty. I met him from there. They're all mods there. But pretty cool. And I like the visuals too. I mean, they actually play something really cool. So you're not looking at a picture. Sometimes you are. Sometimes you're looking at a really cool picture, like a guy and a gal, all dressed up in their, Viking stuff. But, boom, it'll cut to, a mountain scene with rolling mist in a pack of wolves kind of going through the snow and bears. It's pretty cool. You might see a Viking fight real quick. Good music, and I like the throat singing. I like that. So, and I've been trying to play around with that since my voice has changed dramatically in my old age. It is kind of hard on the voice though. But, I don't know. What do you guys think with all this stuff I've got here? Crimson Lily, thank you. Darren Leonard. I think I met you there as well. Crimson Lily. She's really cool. Very spicy. She can be very spicy. That's what I like about her. She don't. I remember she came to she played trial by axe. I think you were there. She played trial by axe and hey, trial by axe is trial by axe. She lost. Trial by axe can be very unforgiving or it can be very rewarding. I guess it's all up to the gods. I guess or your skill. I don't know. But folks were trying to mess with her and she wouldn't. She didn't care. She was, she was playing along with it. It was pretty cool. Like I said, all are welcome here if you're brave enough. And Crimson Lily is definitely brave enough. She's a Viking gal for sure. So pretty cool. Yep. Once again, welcome to Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations. We survived the week. Weekend is now ours. What are we going to do with it? We've outworked the competition. That's basically what we do. We work towards a goal. We work to work. We work to make things, to build a future. Knights of the Mad Table. I like that, Majik. But man, armor sucks. Oh, meanwhile, yeah, aren't they banning? They're trying to ban armor. Yeah, that's a great idea, right? Yeah. Oh, it's so dangerous that we got to take all your guns. Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to take your bulletproof vest as well. What? That makes no sense. It only makes sense if you want to disarm and defang the population. If you want to remove everything that they can use to protect themselves, be it weapons, be it armor, be it gadgets and tools and things of advantage. They want to take that away. It's fucking obvious. It's obvious. So, yeah, whatever. Like I said, we do what we want. They do what they can. And they're going to try. They're going to try it. They're going to try. What's stopping me from going out there and getting me a piece of freaking, plate steel and put it right here? Nothing. Nothing is stopping me from doing that. What is stopping me from getting on a computer and go, and the next thing you know, little printer starts going, boom, out pops a pew pew. Oh, really? Cool. Wow. Or I get in there and I machine everything. I get a lathe, I get a drill, I get the polish, I get the forge going. Nothing is stopping me from doing it. Nothing is stopping people from doing that. People do that anyway. People do it for a living. People do it for a hobby. People do it just to do it. How the fuck are you going to stop that? What is it, the AK-15? You know what? Somebody made an AK-15. Brandon Herrera, he made an AK-50. Rather have a machine shooter than plastic pew pew. The AUG Steyr, the Steyr AUG. It's mostly plastic and some cheap metal, and it shoots a 5.56 and it's accurate up to about 200 meters. So. Glock 19s, they're mostly polymers. Nowadays, the polymers are tougher and more resilient and last longer and tougher. All these polymers and composite materials are tougher than steel, hold up better than steel. Oh yeah, and they also make, why not? 7.62. Making it 5.56, make it Glock 19. It never failed me. Yeah. We have that, we have the technology. We, the people of the world. How can you take that away? So, we see New York, we see California, right? They have so many restrictions and bans and false flags, and you can't have a 10-round magazine in a rifle, and it's got to have that stupid fucking. It can't be a pistol grip, so it's got to be a keyhole grip, and the buttstock. All these requirements and specifications and regulations and limitations. And so you see that with your law-abiding citizen. And then you see the Crips and the Bloods pulling out fully automatic fucking AK-47s that hold like 100-round drums. Gold-plated even. I mean, what the fuck? I guess they didn't get the memo. I don't know. But they've been doing that for years. Compton. L.A. East L.A. I mean, fuck, man. Go to Mexico and get whatever you want. Bring it back over the border. You'll be fine. Yeah, I want to get a gun. I want to wear a backpack. That'd be my bug out bag that has a little mini gun. 22 caliber even. Just shoot off like 10,000 rounds. We have that technology. I've seen it. I've seen the Gatling gun fucking 22. It's crazy. One day I'll get my Glock signed, engraved, and gold plated. Get it Gucci. I'm gonna get that Gucci Glock, yo. Yeah. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. A law, a decree. Somebody saying, hey, you can't do that. That would be fun to play with. Yeah. That would be fun. I mean, we're making shit all the time in the cover of darkness, or at work. I think Pelosi should go down there and tell them they're not supposed to have their guns. Yeah, it's funny how cross-dressing 18-year-olds have better guns than lifelong shooters. No shit, Joe. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, I have that same gun, the DD-M4 V7 Pro with the Gaselli trigger. I mean, it's fucking badass. It's top tier one. Oh shit. Okay, 12 gauge minigun. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, the 18-year-old crossdresser. Wow. I mean, the two guns that she had. I don't know. It's Pride Month, right? So the bitch, what the bitch had was like $7,000, and the bitch worked at Wendy's. Hey, it's Pride Month, right? I can talk like this. It's acceptable. How the fuck do you get that? I had to work for 2 fucking years. Yeah, 2.5 years. It's been a year. I had to work a year and save, and plan, and move, and just to get it. And when that day finally came, I was fucking broke as hell. Little fairy tale-ish. It cost me an arm and a fucking leg. I cried a lot. I cried myself to sleep. And I was wondering how I was going to feed myself or pay my rent or even put gas in my car, because I had just threw everything I had into this fucking thing. Right, Auslander? Yeah. Talk about a grocery getter and a get the fuck off me weapon. And you can kill somebody with a 22 long rifle. Absolutely. You better believe it. Can you imagine, though? Spitting like 10,000 rounds in 1 second. If you haven't seen those videos, man, check it out. A2 carbine. Took saving. I've been looking since the early 2000s. I mean, yeah. And this motherfucker just gets it. Hey, here you go. Go to it here. Hey, friend. Talk about some grooming. Yeah. Glowies are going to groom. And maybe they appealed to the bitch's bitch assness. I don't know. Shad, bedtime, you working tomorrow? Yes, Firefly, yes. The most commonly used assassin tool. 22, 9 mil actually. 9 millimeter. It blows the lungs right out of you. No, it also puts a nice hole in the head, or in the body. It causes some considerable damage that you usually can't live from. A lot of people have 9 mil. You can survive from it, sure, but you're gonna have a bad day for the rest of your life. H&R 9 shot revolver 22 is the most accurate and reliable 22 I've ever had. I miss my 22 Luger. I do miss that. Tea tomorrow. No. Fat Man Prepper. Nope. I have canceled Trial by Axe tomorrow because I'm working tomorrow, and I'm going to be on Tennessee Tactical One's live stream. So it's going to be like a day off for me, kind of. Yeah, I gotta go to bed. So, thank you, Firefly Farms, Lori, for reminding me. Let's see, sorry, it's got oh, you took it down. I was gonna read it. Kentucky? What? Okay. But yeah, you got a point. You got a point. And this is only going to get worse. I mean, yeah, thank you, Lori. I'm going to finish up. I'm just going to get some more thoughts out. But yeah, they're going to gaslight more. There's going to be a lot more gaslighting. They're going to make it so. All these match counts are understood by either happen or they fuck up and let them happen. 2K, 3K worth of rifles, 18-year-old kid. Yeah. I mean, it was actually more. 5,000 to 7,000. Literally. If you look at the rifle itself is $3,000. It is. 3,200 with change. So, and then on top of that, the glass he had, the optics, the magazines. The optics, I mean, all that. And then, of course, he had the plate carrier with no plate in it. So he didn't wear body armor. They usually never don't. It's usually something they found on Amazon. Hey, look at me, I'm cool. I'm just a guy who's prepared. Sorry, Ace. My old Bushmaster clone was 2000 built. Cool. So, I mean, it's obvious. It's fucking obvious. I don't care what you say. I can listen to the arguments all day long. I mean, the Buffalo guy, they're already investigating the former FIBA agent that he was friends with. Yeah, the top shooter. Another glorified a glorified lefty. He claimed that he was a white supreme pizza, but in all reality, he was a furry. You know what a furry is? A leftist, communist, socialist furry who got his kicks by dressing up like an animal and having sex with men, women, cats, dogs, other furries. So, and he was part of a chat of 6 or 7 people were in this private chat. Twitch. And all of them were former FIBA. All of them. Because that's the thing, is they can't actually work for the agency. They have to be retired or former. So they resign. And then they go off and they do these things. Like Gretchen Whitmer. All of those guys. They're all, I mean, so, and they find somebody and they go, hey, buddy, we're just like you. Yeah, right. And I want to live in denial. It gives them a fake sense of safety and righteousness. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Auslander. Yeah. It's a false sense of security. You know what? What's the saying? I know I'm going to fuck it up, but those who sacrifice freedom for security deserve neither, and usually get neither. You'll be secure 6 feet under, or in the salt mines, eating some bugs. Society can only they care about the rights of Dierkin and Brony more than those who actually are human. Thank you, Blue Jean Baby. Nice new axe. The head with wet leather. Let it shrink. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Sean. Wet leather and then salt. Actually, salt water. Wet it and then let it kind of start to get dry, and then make like a brine, right? A leather brine, and then just. But first, I got to take this leather. I think I got some more leather straps somewhere, and then kind of soak it and condition it, and let it get some plasticity, and then just wrap it really good. Good pattern, X-shaped pattern, this way, that way, because that's how it was, and then they just tied it off. But like I said, and then maybe shellac it, maybe do this covering thing, because I mean, look at this ain't coming off. This is just, I wrapped it wet. I wrapped it wet, and it is solid. This is solid. I didn't even need to do this, but this is very, very solid. So it's pretty cool. Leather in here. Gotta love leather. All right, Majik. Yeah, you can give me some pointers, man. I'm just a caveman when it comes to shit like this, but I like trying to do it. This is covered in leather. Old leather. It's a leather wrapped baton. Same principle too. Wet leather. And they just wrap the holy fuck out of it. Let it dry. This right here is exposed, it looks like. Oh, there's some leather straps. Bam. Nice. So, yeah, leather. Another thing, another arcane technology. What it does is Chinook, is it where is it? This is very, very dry and brittle. So it can't actually break. If I put it too hard, it's going to break. It doesn't have enough elasticity in it. So if I soak it in water and salt, then it will begin to get some pliability, almost like a rubber band. And then when I lash it and let it dry, it's going to shrink. And then the salt makes it shrink and tighten up even more. Pretty cool, huh? Hate to leave an awesome company, but shower 30. Work tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much, Kentucky Sorrel. Drop your links before you leave. There you go. Best baton is a 2-foot piece of 1-inch thick electrical cable. That shit hurts like hell, even if you tap a person with it. Interesting that you say that, Auslander. I used to have one of those. It was a 600-watt fucking cable. It was this long. I carried it with me at all times. It had some weight to it. It really did. I'm putting the old farce to bed. All right, Joe. And I got in a fight once. This guy jumped me from behind. I had a leather jacket, whatever, or no, a denim jacket. Kept it in the pocket, pulled it out and turned around and hit this guy. And the thing, it literally wrapped around his head, like this, like this. When I do this, that's what it did around his head, harmlessly around his head, and wrenched out of my hand and went flying off into the crowd. And he just kind of looked at me like, to commence to whoop my ass. But hey, I was 17. I was 17 when that happened. Oh man, this guy whooped my ass. Both my eyes were blacked, nose broken. I mean, he fucking went to work on me. Yeah, and that thing literally wrapped around his head, did a full 360 and went flying harmlessly. So maybe if I had a lanyard, like this, I didn't know these things when I was a kid. Right here, like this, it wouldn't have worked. It would have bounced off his head, or my hand would have went flying or something. But I still would have had to retained it and continued to whip him with it. That would have worked. But my first hit, boom. Been roughed up a few times here. Lessons, yeah. That's how we learn, right? We do stupid things, or we survive them. So, all right, folks. Yes, it is definitely past my bedtime. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me in Lackluster Fridays, and give me a thumbs down. Drop your links. I say I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, I'm going to sleep well so I can get up in the morning, bust out some Saturday work overtime, uh, and enjoy the rest of my time off. You can catch me on Tennessee Tactical, which I need to go and email him saying and confirm, confirm that shit, so he knows. Different people react to pain differently. That guy obviously reacted inappropriately, show now pain, weakness, and go full out on the other guy. Well, Auslander, like I said, it was literally a freak thing. It wrapped around his head. It was obvious he didn't feel a thing. It literally, the head just kind of was the pivot point. It was the fulcrum of the whole lever and thing, and it just went harmlessly around his head. He's like, I survived that, huh? Bam! I have used it on myself and on the. No, he didn't, Auslander. No, he wasn't there, but I was, and he was, and I seen the look on his face, like, nobody Chinook. I have canceled trial by axe tomorrow because of my schedule. I'll be working, and I will not be able to give my full attention. It will be a very lackluster trial by axe if I did that. So I won't. I'm just gonna cancel it. But I mean, yeah, the 600-watt cord line, power line, it would have been a brutal weapon if I would have hung on to it. Yeah, his head was the centrifugal force. The thing literally was like a centrifugal force that went around his head and went flying off to either way. You survived, and that's all that matters. And you learned your lesson. Hopefully I did, Auslander. Hopefully, I don't want to be in that position again. That really sucked, But even though he was whooping my ass, I was cussing him out the whole time and trying to punch him. He was bigger and stronger than me. I was 17 years old. I was a skinny fucking rill of a runt. Well, I was 6 foot tall, but weighed about 160 pounds. This kid was fucking 17 and 230 pounds, all muscle. Yeah, I mean, he just he was whooping my ass easily. But anyway, yeah, that's another reason why we should have these. Sweet dreams. Thank you, Laurie. Yes, let's go. TBA. No TBA. Sorry. I just will not be up to it. I really won't. I'm having problems right now. Yes, your ex will have to go hungry. Yes. Sorry. We've all done it, and until one gets whooped hard, it's all fantasy land. Yeah. Hey, Auslander, getting your ass whooped is kind of like fantasy land. It really is. You're in the moment. You're not thinking about, oh man, did I leave the toaster oven on? I'm thinking about maybe I should, get my Roth IRA. Did I leave my keys on the table? No, you're getting your ass whooped. You're fighting for your life. You're in the moment. You're in the now. When you get in a fight, you're in the now, right now. That's what it is. Yeah. Later on, you're like, oh fuck. But in that fight, it's kind of can be addicting. The now. So yes, good night, Chinook. Good night, Auslander. Thank you all. Thank you, Ace. Repair gashes on drywall. Yeah. Yes. Good night. Good night, Ace. Good night, Kentucky Survival. Good night, Joe. Good night, Loretta. Good night, Majik. Good night. Good night. Be Charming. Whoever else was here. Oh, you're going crazy. all kinds of people. Everyone that's been here, thank you very much. Good night. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by Lackluster Fridays. Congratulations. You survived. Stuart, yes. Good night. Lori, good night. Folks, drywall repair. You survived the week. The weekend is now yours. And I am going to go to bed. Yes, go to bed. Denise. Oh yeah, Denise, you're way late. Yeah, I'm signing off right now. I'm saying good night. So well, it was a pretty good discussion we had. So thank you all very much, and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you. Maybe I'll see you on Tennessee Tactical, and of course Sunday Reflections. But I will not be doing Trial by Axe tomorrow. I'll be working. So, this is Matt Shad. Yeah, Eric. Yes. Good night. This has been Matt Shad. Encouraging you all to continue to train, continue to prep, continue to think, and continue to be dangerous because it's a mad, mad world out there.